Hello everybody. In this quantitative equilibrium, we are going to deal mainly with acids, bases, pH, Ka, Kb and Kw, then buffer solutions, pH curves and indicators. So in the beginning, we will start with the meaning of acid and base. That means acid-base theory. This acid-base theory depends on different concepts. The very basic concept depends on the test of substance. For example, acids are those substances which are sour to test. So from that meaning means a Latin word acidus, which means sour. So the substance which is sour to test is acidus, or it is called as an acid. But this is very old definition. Nowadays we are going to change the definitions according to our purpose. For example, if we talk about Arrhenius theory, then according to Arrhenius theory, any acid is a substance which on dissolving in water produces hydrogen ions, means protons. So here you can see when hydrochloric acid, or for example hydrogen chloride, basically it is in gaseous form, but whenever it is dissolved in water, it dissociates. Dissociation means splitting of the ions. For example, here when we talk about hydrogen chloride, this hydrogen chloride is a covalent compound, but it is formed of two types of ions. One is positive ion H plus and another is negative ion, means anion, chloride ion. So whenever this hydrogen chloride is dissolved in water, these ions are separated. So the separation of ions is called as dissociation, and when hydrochloric acid dissociates, it gives H plus ions and Cl minus ions. In the same way, if we dissolve sulfuric acid in water, we will get H plus ions and sulfate ions. If we dissolve nitric acid in water, we get H plus ions and nitrate ion. If we dissolve ethanoic acid in water, we get H plus ion and ethanoate ion. This means that acid is a substance which on dissolving in water is producing H plus ions. In the same way, if we talk about any base, then on the basis of Arrhenius theory, we can tell that a base is a substance which on dissolving in water produce hydroxide ions, OH minus ions. For example, here you can see sodium hydroxide. If solid sodium hydroxide NaOH, if it is dissolved in water, this sodium hydroxide also produced by combination of two ions, Na positive ion and OH negative ion. So on dissolving in water, sodium hydroxide is going to produce Na plus and OH minus. Two types of ions are going to be produced here. Similarly, if we take example of potassium hydroxide or magnesium hydroxide or aluminum hydroxide, in all these cases, for example, magnesium hydroxide will produce magnesium 2 positive ion and 2 hydroxide ions. Potassium hydroxide on dissolving in water, it will produce potassium positive ion and OH minus ion. Aluminum hydroxide will produce one Al3 plus positive ion and 3 OH minus ions. So if you see here, A base is a substance which on dissolving in water producing a common species, that is hydroxide ion. So all bases contain these OH minus ions. Then another theory is Bronsted-Lowry theory, which is important for us specially. Now, according to this theory, an acid is a substance that can donate a proton H plus ion to another species, and a base is a substance that can accept a proton from another species. So here we need not to bother about whether the substance is in gaseous phase or in aqueous solution phase. In any case, if a substance is donor of a proton, it will act as an acid, and a substance which is gaining a proton, that will act as a base. So this is Bronsted-Lowry theory. There is one more theory, Lewis theory, but we need not to bother about that because we are going to just consider this Arrhenius theory and Bronsted-Lowry theory. Then when we talk about acids, means the substances which are going to produce H plus ions on dissolving in water, these can be classified in terms of the number of protons produced by one molecule of the substance, and on that basis we can classify acids as monoprotic acid and diprotic acid. So when any acid on dissolving in water is able to produce only one proton, then it will be called as monoprotic acid. So for example, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid and ethanoic acid, all these acids are monoprotic acids, means on dissolving in water these acids are going to produce only one proton because they contain only one proton in their molecule. Then some acids are diprotic acids. When any acid on dissolving in water, one molecule is able to produce two protons or two hydrogen positive ions, then that acid is called as diprotic acid. Di means two, protic means protons. So diprotic means the acid producing two protons or two H positive ions in water. So here examples are sulfuric acid and this is ethane dioic acid. So this ethane dioic acid is an organic acid which contains two replaceable hydrogens. So on dissolving in water, this ethane dioic acid is going to produce two H positive ions. So it is also called as diprotic acid. In the same way, we can define triprotic acid as a molecule which is capable of producing three H positive ions when that substance is dissolved in water. Now example is of phosphoric acid H3PO4. This H3PO4, when it dissolves in water, it can produce three protons in water. So it is triprotic acid, means producing three protons. This conjugate acid and base part already we have studied in grade 11. For this equilibrium, we need not to bother about this, so we are not going to discuss about this. Then in next lecture we will see about this Kw, Ka and pH. So very soon I will upload new lecture, then we'll discuss about pH, Ka and Kw. Thank you.